Hey guys, it's Josh from Flints, and today we're going to test out the Fallowfield SLR camera. It's an 8x10 SLR, that's right, with a focal plane shutter and a mirror inside, and in a minute you're looking at me through a 400mm f3 Hugo Meyer lens. Oh, it's going into the camera, so I don't even need to clap to sing. Okay, so today we're out here in Winchester. We've got the Fallowfield SLR, and we have the Hugo Meyer 400mm f3 lens on the front. Now, this camera was made in about 1912, which puts it at over 110 years old, quick maths. But there's something special about this camera. It's not just an 8x10 where you sort of frame up on the back on the ground glass, because this one is an 8x10 SLR camera. So, what this means is that we can have a look through the SLR system, that's the lens and the mirror, straight through up onto the ground glass, and we can take a shot onto 8x10 film almost instantaneously. So there's not a huge amount of time between framing up, focusing, getting your exposure set, loading the film. By that point, of course, your subject could have escaped, run away, or they're probably a willing sitter, so maybe they haven't just yet. This makes it possible, and if we have a little closer look at the mirror inside, we can see the size of this mirror. Now, if I delicately take this lens out and pop it in our little dog cart here, you can take a look inside. And here we see a very large mirror and the focal plane shutter behind it. I bring the mirror up like this, and then there goes the focal plane shutter. If you at home have seen a bigger focal plane shutter, I would love to hear about it, because I certainly haven't. Now, if we get this lens mounted up again, make sure it's the right way round, and we go top end first and in. Thank you. This one's from 1912, this one. So, oh, very good. Well done for the name drop. Absolutely, very close. This was one made by Fallowfield, this one. So, but from around about the same time they were operating. Absolutely right. The only way this is different is this has got a big ground glass screen up here on the top, so you can actually see as you take the shot, rather than taking a long time. So it's one of those where you do need sort of a hood over the top to see what's going on.
And your plates are that size?
Absolutely right, yeah, massive, yes. I mean, to show you, I actually have we did some test exposures with this last night, so we would make sure we didn't waste our time today. And sort of, this is a low resolution scan. This is from a lens that's over, you can see your individual hairs if I keep going in.
That is amazing. I love it. Absolutely fantastic.
It's rather magical, isn't it?
Very, very magical. They're fantastic for landscapes.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'd say this one has this sort of large portrait lens, but you've absolutely right, with a better suited lens, it takes incredible. Would you like me to take your portrait on this? Okay, I can just email it completely for free and I can just send it across.
All right.
Yeah, excellent. Let's do it. That'd be lovely. Excellent. Okay, I've got one left in this dark slide, so let's give it a go. So where I need you to stand approximately is, I'll show you, about, because I'm having to use the shades to help me today, you see.
I'm much being on the other side of the camera, but I'm really shy.
Oh no, you're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so if you stand exactly here, so you look lovely, and I'll give you direction. Okay, let's have a quick look then for you. The benefit of this camera is it's very, very quick to use, so you're not going to be here for 15 minutes while I set it up. So what I'll do first is focus up, and then I'm going to remove the dark slide and take the shot, but I'll let you know when I'm doing all these things, okay? So first I'll focus up. I have now focused up. I will remove the dark slide. I have now removed the dark slide. My shutter is charged. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1. There we are, all done. Fantastic. Oh, that was a lovely portrait. I can't wait to send it across. Thank you. Thank you so much for sitting for that. I really appreciate that. No, thank you. So what I'll do, let me just quickly grab a card, because then what you can do is get in touch with me, and then I can send you the image across, you see. Sorry, I've got a cheese string in there I need to eat.
I'd love things like that.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? And it's something that hopefully in the future we're going to do more of as well. I say we're a business that specialises in selling these kind of things. So but you've got to be passionate about these things, I think, to sort of be in that kind of business. So yeah, this is just what we do, really.
Have you heard of a photographer who actually photographs landscapes in North Norfolk using a camera like this? His name's Harry Corey Wright. And he
I recognise the name.
Massively large format
Is it
books.
huge? Oh,
and
wow.
they are Absolutely. And what every little blade of grass.
I completely understand. Because even with modern cameras, so many people put it onto these kind of screens that you never see that kind of detail.
Exactly.
But you're absolutely right. When you see it in print media and you see, it's like, this is what it was all about. Yeah, fantastic.
What a wonderful thing to see.
Oh,
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua,
What
I'm
was yours?
Rosie.
Rosie. Lovely
nice
to meet
to meet
you.
you.
Likewise.
Thank you, that was
No problem. Take care. So as we can see with the Fallowfield, it's really, really, really convenient. It's really easy to make 8x10 portraits. And it means your subject doesn't have to feel really uncomfortable and just sit around feeling like a gooseberry for, the minutes between framing up, getting everything set and rocking and rolling. That's pretty much it. This is the Fallowfield camera. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the coffee bar and get a few more portraits. And the next thing you'll see up on screen is a couple of the portraits that we've got today. I hope you like them. Hi there. How's it going?
Good. What can I get for you?
I was going to say quickly, you gave 2 of my colleagues some coffees earlier because you couldn't get the card machine.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, like, do you mind? 'Cause you see that massive camera we've got over there?
Yeah.
So I work for a firm basically. We sell these cameras, and what we're doing is we're just offering people like free portraits if they just like a free portrait.
Oh, yeah.
Could I take your portrait, like stood in front of the thing, and then what I can do is I can email you the shot, like so then you can have that. Is that all right?
That'd be great.
Awesome, man. So all I need you to do is just sort of just stand roughly here, and I can get the shot done in maybe 15 seconds if that's okay. Thank you so much, my friend. That's perfect. Okay. Double thumbs up. Okay. This guy is killing it. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we're hot again. Shutter is correct this time. Okay, now in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. That's amazing, man. Thank you so much. Give this man a card. This is lot number 312, that is 312, and this is lot 311, 311 in the fine photographic sale on the 23rd of May, starting at 12 o'clock BST. We like to save an hour over here in the UK so we can get an extra tan in the afternoon. If we come around and we'll take a look at the side of the camera, we can see the way that we set the shutter. Now this camera, believe it or not, has a massive focal plane shutter, and you have loads of shutter speeds to choose from on this camera. You've got a 1/5, an 1/8, or a 1/10 of a second. That's it. On the side here, nice and easy, we've got 2 degrees of rotation. If we go 180, this opens the shutter and allows us to use the rear ground glass if required. And if I give it another full turn, the shutter is now cocked and ready to rock and roll. We've got TI, set it to instant. So when we want to make an exposure, we'll focus up using the rack and pinion, as so. And then a light depression down, and then to fire the shutter, a nice firm push. When we're all done, the camera resets, and we're good to take the next shot.